So this is a recap for live stream 302, and despite having a positive P&L, it was a terrible day of trading. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. It's not a losing day, but it wasn't a great day of trading. So overall, let's go have a look at our preferred chart right here. So it came into the market. There was quite a bit of volatility. Prior to the market opening, we had news at 8:30 Eastern. So this was this volatility right here. At about 8:50 Eastern, we had a very dramatic move here to the upside. Likely news related. I wouldn't imagine it's some news related thing, but very unusual. We had a 143 point candle from low to high on the 30-second chart. Prices just pretty much retraced the entire candle to the downside. Came into this area, identified this potential buy zone, and what I did was, let's get it. So came in, went long, decided to get out. No reason to get out. Couldn't have hit the stop. Went long again. Prices came back. Decided to get out. Then decided to go short. No reason to go short. Is completely against the trading plan. But what I did was the bias from seeing these, from seeing the high all the way up here, the fact that we've ran for a couple of days, I thought maybe we'll get a day where we're going to pull back. So I kind of thought, well, maybe these are going to be like lower highs, and the market was going to head to the downside. Well, that wasn't the case, and I should have stuck with the original plan and the longs. As you can see, prices turned around into this zone because the zone hasn't been invalidated despite prices trading through it a couple of times. We had immediate buy up, thus still validating the zone even though we traded below it. Held, the price is held, and then out of frustration, it was the correct decision in the end. I got out right there because should have held it. Decided to go the opposite direction. No reason to. Just out of frustration of the price action. Got out for a loss there, so I was in a bit of a hole. Then went long. On the long, seems like on the long here, went all the way up. I believe I identified this as being the previous day's high around 803. So when prices pulled back, put my stop there. Not my stop. Yeah, put my target there. Was filled around 803s. Prices pulled back. So this trade to get back in long was out of frustration. A bit of FOMO there. Going long just above the VWAP. Prices came back. Thought if the price could come back down to the entry, I'll go long again. Went long at 73s. Prices sold off and eventually stopped me out, sending me negative on the day. Now price came down into this zone previously identified. Didn't close below the zone, just traded through it all the way into these lows. And I hesitated and then eventually decided to get in. So I didn't quite get in where I should have. Around 39, got in around 49. Went long there. Again, decided I wasn't going to take profits at the previous day's high. Prices pulled back. Decided to move my target down because originally I had the target set at 825. As prices were selling there again off the previous day's high, decided to put my target back up there. And eventually prices hit, blasting through, breaking out. Would have hit the 825s. Was frustrated through this. Prices came all the way back. Decided to go. This was based on a 5-minute chart actually. this long here was based on a 5-minute chart. So there was a 5-minute long further down that was stopped out, but it was a second entry around 8:13. Now with the 8:13 entry, the target will be the 928.75s. Now with the previous long, which was earlier, the target would have been 63.25, slightly above this hashed line, which is our weekly high. So went long, thought about holding to the 928.75, decided that I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to take the original target of the previous long on a 5-minute, which got stopped out. And so that's what I did, and the prices eventually did go and hit that target, and that's how the profits were accumulated. On the 5-minute chart, do I have a 5-minute? Maybe I could turn this into a 5-minute, make use of it. So where was it? I know this was a candle that stopped us out. Yeah. Imagine it was this candle here that stopped us out on the 5-minute. There was a re-entry at 13, right about there, and a pullback. So from here, pull back down to the 13, slightly above these highs, is where the entry would have been. And you can see, because it was 788, I think it was 788. I think it was around 788 was the original where I went long, where the long should have been before I stopped out. But down to the 13s, prices came back, of course, hit the target there. And then we said the 928s, but I decided to target the 63s, which was in around the previous week's highs. So we'll have a look here at the trade performance. We can see here, started the day into the hole, minus 113. That was on those trades that didn't hit stop, but I took them off for losses. Managed to get back somewhat some of the losses. Drew down on that major stop out when the market wicked down on that 5-minute on this move here. Very frustrating. Prices came to the downside, drew us down, and then through a series of winning trades, especially that most recent trade at the very end, we're able to get out of the minus 135 deficit all the way up to plus 67. So pretty much near a 200 swing right there. All the way from there. Had a bit of a, yeah, it would be 200. Gross 200 swing. Summary page. We can see here we're positive on long trades, negative on short trades. Profit factor 1.35. Ideally like to see this above 2. Of concern, 77% accuracy. Usually accuracy this high means poor average winner to loser, and that's what we can see here. Average winner, average loser, pretty much 3 times the size. 0.39, not great by any stretch. Pretty poor. Largest win to largest loss, again, this is pretty poor. Looking at over 5 times the size between the largest win to largest loss. Time of the market 6 minutes, so bit of an increase, but overall these metrics right here are not great and certainly not sustainable. But it is a positive day, so we'll take what we can from today. And let's see, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's see, one of the things I could take from today, let's see, I certainly could pay attention to weekly highs a lot more, weekly and daily highs a lot more. And we can see here we're having that breakout to the upside, so maybe we will get to that 928. And today should have been potentially a very big day. Let's see. Further 69. Yeah, would have worked out pretty well, especially after the big losses yesterday. But I've got other things to do away from trading that I've been neglecting for far too long. So with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.